Not very long ago, we were not seeing headlines that talked about trillions of dollars as it pertains to crypto. Well, now these days we're seeing multiple $1 trillion as it pertains to one singular crypto. This is Cathie Wood. Ethereum will reach $20 trillion market cap by 2030. In this video, we're going to use those numbers as a starting point to gauge how big crypto might get. I want to start it right off the bat and I say, I think that's a little overboard. I want to try and cool those numbers down a little bit and talk about what I think is realistic, but there's a lot going on in this world where every day we're looking at Bitcoin, Cardano, XRP, S&P 500 and equity markets. We're trying to gauge what's going on over there. We're trying to look at the US dollar currency index. People are looking at gold. Everybody's trying to figure it all out. And at the end of it all, bull or bear market? Are things bullish? Are they bearish? Every given day, as we're zoomed in, it's confusing. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. Absolutely. But one thing is for sure. Most people, especially those long-term invested in crypto, would agree that trillions of dollars, this space getting ready to grow. And that's what we're talking about here. News like this is so important, everybody. This is Visa partnering with FTX in a bet that shoppers still want to spend cryptocurrencies in a bear market. I want to say this, you might like it, you might not like it. It doesn't matter. These are the little pieces of headlines, the little pieces of news, especially in bear markets, that really bring into play the trillions getting ready to come into crypto. The reason why it's so important is because from the day-to-day, in everyday people's lives, we need to see crypto intertwined into those lives. And these things make it happen right here. You can just see Visa is betting that crypto investors still want to spend their digital currencies even as prices plummet this year. This article, this news coming out very much within context of a bear market. The payment giant is teaming up with global exchange FTX to offer debit cards in 40 countries with a focus on Latin America, Asia, and Europe. The cards, which are already available in the US, will link directly to a user's FTX cryptocurrency investing account. The Visa card will link to the FTX user's exchange account. The move allows customers to spend digital currencies without moving those off an exchange, like you would with any bank account, according to Visa's CFO. People are going to be able to use their exchange account like it's a bank account, but their crypto sitting in there, and they can spend their crypto if they want to. Talk about crypto being kind of intertwined into everyday people's lives on a daily basis. People can just use their crypto like they use their bank account. We don't have a position as a company, says the Visa CFO, on what the value of cryptocurrency should be or whether it's a good thing in the long run. As long as people have things they want to buy, we want to facilitate it. Couple things. Number one, Visa CFO saying all the right things that a CFO should say, meaning they don't have a position on crypto in the long run. But this partnership says otherwise. Why would a company like Visa be partnering with FTX if they didn't have a position in crypto in the long run? They see what's getting ready to happen, everyone. As long as people have things they want to buy, we want to facilitate it. One thing is for sure, people want to buy crypto. People want to buy things. People want the two to collide and come together in their everyday lives. Visa's helping make that happen. FTX helping make it happen. It's a big deal when we're taking into context things like this, headlines like this. So let's dive into this $20 trillion market cap by 2030 for Ethereum. Let's tone it down, but let's look at the numbers. One thing right off the bat, I want to note something. We are in a bear market. We've been in this territory before in terms of market cap. You know, this is 2018. We're talking about above 500 billion, $700 billion market cap for crypto as a whole. And then we came all the way back down below $100 billion market cap. It doesn't feel like that long ago we were doing YouTube videos in that environment. Well, we went on to a $3 trillion all-time high market cap, and we've come all the way back down below $1 trillion. There is 100% a case that we fall even lower in this bear market. It could get very chilly here. We could see a capitulation like we saw in March 2020. We want to be ready for it. But one thing to point out before we talk about the numbers, guess what? We're in this undervalued environment. Maybe on this chart, we're not oversold below this line, but we're pretty much oversold. We're pretty much undervalued when you look at the general context of the swing lows on the market cap chart that we have here. And you can also see on the stock RSI, the quicker moving momentum oscillator, it's oversold. So while the slower moving momentum oscillator, the RSI right here, is not below the technical RSI line, it's becoming clear that we're in an undervalued environment for crypto as crypto trades below $1 trillion. Now let's take that $20 trillion Ethereum and let's start toning it down to start trying to mold together some charts. So let's say a couple things happen. Let's first say that just like in 2018, all-time high to the 2021 all-time high, we get around 290% gains or so that we saw there, right? So 290% gains in market cap. Let's say just that it happens again. Let's take that very simple starting point. The trajectory and growth of crypto, it continues in that regard. So 292% gains or so, and we're looking at a market cap of around $12 trillion for crypto as a whole. Now let's dig into Ethereum. Let's say that Ethereum, let's tone this down to $5 trillion market cap by 2030. And I'm not even sure that's realistic, right? But let's tone it down to at least make this a little bit more conservative. $5 trillion market cap by 2030. I think realistically, we could say, okay, well, Ethereum in 2025 or whenever the next bull market high is could surpass $1 trillion market cap. And on that way to a $5 trillion in 2030, maybe 2025, we're seeing $1.5 trillion market cap on the next all-time high for Ethereum. Let's just say that happens. That would be Ethereum at around 12.5% of the market cap of a $12 trillion market cap. Now that's an environment where I think we can see some realistic numbers. We know in the last all-time high, Ethereum was sitting at around 18% market dominance. Well, this would be 12.5% market dominance, which I think is a good starting point in terms of Ethereum engaging the market cap as a whole, because in the last year or two, we've seen Ethereum kind of between 10 to 20% market dominance. So 12.5% market dominance, I think, in the next all-time high for crypto is realistic, especially being we have other protocols that are building. And Ethereum may lose some of its steam in terms of market dominance, and that's okay. 12.5% is still quite dominant in this regard. So now, all of a sudden, with all of these numbers taken into mind and kind of making this prediction from Cathie Wood a little bit more conservative, all of a sudden, we have potentially a $12 trillion market cap for crypto as a whole in the next bull market high. And this could be higher, this could be lower, but from where we are right now, we're sitting below $1 trillion market cap. That's over 1,000% gains for the crypto market cap as a whole. And it's built on the back of shorter term headlines and shorter term news like the news that we see here. That's why this news is big. I know that Visa CFO says they don't have a position in the long run of what crypto is going to do, but I think, and this is just my opinion, I think they do have a position. I think they do have an opinion on what's going to happen in the long run for crypto. And that is crypto is going to continue to grow, especially as we make our way out of this bear market. And I know right now it's a cold bear market. I know right now we might go lower, everybody. But if you zoom out on these charts, and even if you zoom out on that total crypto market cap chart, you start seeing the longer term play. And then if we start tracking all of these headlines that are bullish for crypto, we start seeing how much this space could grow in the long term. Thanks so much for watching the video, everybody. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.